Welcome to the Daily WIP, where we discover how everyone is becoming a media company. Episode 1, we talk to global head of media at a multi-billion-dollar tech company with over 1 million customers who is also now a media company. First up, we just want to apologize for the teaser, episode 0. Andre, we were an embarrassment. I mean, oh my God, the audio quality. We've had so many complaints about the audio quality, about the shaky cam. We've already up-resed on the microphone. We're going down to the camera shop to buy a microphone extender, and we have a lapel mic, so we're going to use that today.
And this would be long enough for you, I presume? 3.5 meters?
Oh yeah, it's almost too long, so that's perfect. But then I would imagine that this one, which costs 3 times the amount, would have slightly better bits.
It would be slightly better, yeah.
And we've already up-resed the camera within 1 day. I mean, this is movement. This is how you do it.
That's what the Daily WIP is about, work in progress.
That's it. I mean, we should explain the name for at least a second. WIP stands for work in progress, and that's what this is. We really believe that everyone is becoming a media company.
Everyone owns their own media company.
And that you need to create the thread that everyone follows, blah, blah, blah. And we thought, let's just start this show with whatever we have to hand. So it was shot on a phone, it had no microphone, it was the worst. First up today. And we got the message out there, but man, did we get some hate. So I'm so glad that on episode 1 we're able to bring a little bit of quality to your day and not go quite so low. But I really subscribe to that idea. I really subscribe to the idea that you have to prove it before you invest in it. So we were really trying to say, look, let's just get this thing going. And the interview coming up soon, you'll see that the audio quality is probably the worst audio quality you've ever heard in a recording. But that's because we recorded that really we decided to do a vlog and we started making a vlog. We really took a page out of Gary Vee's book there and we just started. So here we are. And this microphone's only okay. It's a Rode, $125, and it's okay, but it's not great. The camera, Canon EOS 550, it's okay. 8 years old, it's got problems with the microphone input, but we're just doing it. We're just doing this thing. This show is all about you, right? We interview tons of customers, thought leaders in space, partners, other companies like Adobe and others. And we really want to bring all those stories together as this movement happens that everybody's becoming a media company. The means of production are in your hands. Here it is. Andre's got a camera right there. The means of distribution are also in your hands. You can put your videos anywhere. And then you just build up a following. No one's controlling it for you anymore. No one's saying no. You just go and do it. And we're trying to prove it ourselves. That's why we're doing this vlog. So give us any of your feedback. Give us your thoughts. Write comments below about things that you would love us to cover, people you'd like us to talk to. If you know of any gear that you think would be good for us in terms of certain types of microphones, we'll be doing a lot of travel as well. So if you think about a vlogging selfie cam that you think we should buy, tell us below and we'll probably go and buy it. And maybe we'll review it for you as well. I just realized, Andre, that I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Rollo Wenlock, and this is Andre van den Assen. And we're both at
Van den Assen.
Half the people in this company are Dutch, and it's impossible.
I don't blame you.
I know, it's the worst.
I go by the name Lee sometimes.
I think some people will be afraid, especially some comments we got in the last video, afraid that we're saying that everyone should be a media company in their own right, in the sense that even if you're a freelancer or a video producer or you have a production company or a VFX house, that you somehow need to be a media company and do the work for your clients. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that marketing departments are becoming media companies to market those products outside of what they already do. So you might be a VFX house and have your own vlog. I mean, that would be cool. But you don't have to, because you're already spending all day making video anyway. So we just wanted to talk about that for a second, and your HHH theory.
Yeah, I just wanted to highlight the opportunities rather than threats, and that's like every company, every marketing department, every brand, they still need the hero content, the 2 or 3 videos max in some cases where they spend a bunch of money, for a wide audience, get a bunch of talk going on. But the opportunity lies in all the stuff below that, which is kind of called the hygiene and the hub content. The hub being kind of more regular content, lower budget, but can be about product, can be about a bunch of stuff, thought leadership, and then the hygiene, which kind of is more directed to your customers, to the, could be support, could be webinars, could be live video. So that's kind of the real kind of that's services a need.
Yeah. I think people were afraid that we were advocating that everything should be budget. Everything should be shot on your phone and just look terrible and sound terrible. We're not saying that. We're saying that there is many stratas to the content. You'll see some content, other content we're producing that comes out this week, which is very high production value. This is our thread. This is the thing we want to make every day, to keep a thread with everyone and keep everyone
this is what we'd like to be our hub content. More regular, lower budget. I mean, at the end of the day, this is not going to be able to happen if we put a big production schedule and a bunch of money towards it. We've got a business to run, to grow, and we don't have time really to do this vlog, but this is our experiment. So I think, and I think this is where an opportunity lies for a lot of production companies, advertising agencies, all sorts of freelancers. They're the ones that can really offer the service as well to brands who need to fill these, this massive void of videos. I mean, the key here is all companies, all brands need to be creating more content.
Yeah.
So we need just a ton more.
One of the things that's coming up in this interview soon, so the person we interviewed was Pat McAffee from Xero, which is accounting software, over 1 million customers, huge tech company that has an enormous video team and a content schedule like you wouldn't believe. We're going to hear all about it soon. But what he's saying is that one video does not yet make a content strategy. So many companies we talk to, they just make a video. And they go, well, we've told our story, you kind of get who we are, and enjoy that. And you go, well, that's nice. I mean, it's great to have a piece of content, but what else am I supposed to follow? How am I supposed to follow your thread? Then I'm supposed to watch Twitter or something? I don't know. I mean, that's the piece, is you go, well, what's next? What is next on your thread? How am I supposed to follow along with your company?
Yeah, regularly engaging with your audience, and that means regular content now. It's about mindshare.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing it, other brands are going to be doing it towards your customers, and giving them value, giving them entertainment, and when they think about purchasing that product, they're going to go with that product.
I'm afraid so. So without further ado, let's just cut straight to Pat, straight from the horse's mouth. We're here with Pat, Global Director of Media at Xero. Xero is an accounting software company which has gone global. And really what we're going to try and learn from you today, Pat, is what is Xero doing to become a media company? Is it already a media company? And if not, how far away are you? And what's going to be tough about it? So just tell me where Xero is at today with becoming a media company.
First and foremost, we're storytellers, right? So I don't know that we are a media company. I guess if you want to drop us into a hat with a bunch of people that create all that content from end to end, and that's the definition of a media company, then I guess we're that. But I'd much prefer to call us a storytelling company. When you think about Xero as an organisation, we try to live our values as much as we can. And I've worked with lots of big brands around the world, and having come here, really, you see the difference between organisations that live their brands and live their values and sort of espouse their values but don't really live up to them. I think we're one of those companies, in my opinion, haven't had that bunch of experience with different brands that we really live those values. So increasingly, I think from a brand perspective and as it relates to content, we see brand expression being this inside-out thing that we all believe in, that we're all committed to. It's founded on our values, that aligns to where we're going as a company, that aligns to the stories that we want to tell, and then eventually we express all of that as content. So, yeah, we're a media company.
If you think about yourself as a TV channel, and I know that Xero in the past used to have xero.com/TV, so you actually had a TV channel where the videos lived. I don't know if that works or not. It would be good to hear your view on that. But secondarily is to go, if you think of yourself as a TV channel, that means that there is a thread. There's always stuff being played. You can turn the channel on and then you're just involved, right? There's a thread. So as a media company, without fake news, how are you creating the thread for your audience to follow? How do they keep up to date with what's next, and how do you link between all the different clips you make?
The thread that connects everything for us is the customer journey. We go back to looking at what problems is our product solving for our customers, and then how do we create content that demonstrates our ability to do that, but in a really creative way. What are the spaces that we play in doing that, and then what does it really really cool format or piece of content that could work there. So, we know that people are coming because they want an accounting solution. That's why they come to Xero. But we also acknowledge that as a small business, man, you've got a whole raft of challenges that you face day in, day out. Everything from cash flow to getting people to pay their invoices, to payroll, to stock management, everything. So we realize that small businesses play an integral part of the economies that they live and exist in, but it's real tough to be a small business. Mm-hmm. So for us, we think about, as well as the table stakes stuff, which we do in a unique way, but we think about also at each stage in their customer journey, how we can address kind of the other problems that they face. Mm-hmm. So, top of funnel, one of the initiatives that we're looking at right now, is just to reinvent our YouTube channel solely as a how-to channel for small business. Mm. And, we've done a whole bunch of work with Google and YouTube to identify the most searched and highly searched terms on both Google and YouTube, categorized all that stuff, and now we're just into producing hundreds of pieces of high-value content that's going to help those businesses solve their problem. You think of that top of funnel experience with small business how-to. When I get them to my own channel, that gives me a greater context to engage them with. Mm-hmm. So I can give my own channel, my Xero TV channel, a stronger reason for being. That's the next stage on that education journey, a journey of helping them solve their problems as small business operators, but on our platform. Mm-hmm. We can start addressing things that are more specific for the financial health and well-being of their business. And then if we get them in there, we build enough trust, we build enough credibility inside of that experience, and we get to a point where it becomes obvious that our product, and there's no hard sell in any of this, but our product is a natural answer to the problem that we're trying to solve in that regard. Mm-hmm. So build that trust, build that love, build that credibility up front, and get them into our product eventually, but not trying to do that too quickly when we use video as the format of engagement.
Yeah, no, that's cool, because I think in terms of the vision of everyone's trying to be a media company or as you say, a content company, is that you're going to have this entire YouTube channel which has got nothing to do with your product. It's actually just stories about how small business works, tips and tricks, all these other things, which is that you're creating all of this entertainment with education attached to it, to say this is the sphere that we help you in, and part of it is there's a product you can buy off us if you'd like to, but there's no impetus to it. It's like it's in some ways strategically saying we own this space now, because we're putting in a huge amount of effort to just put the proper useful content out there, and kind of strategically, if you were to think about it from a business perspective, it means that you're taking the oxygen out of that space for someone else to do it. So if you think about a competitor, we won't name names, but if you think about a competitor trying to do the same thing, if you're steps ahead, they've got a very large job to do to then overtake you in that area, and almost your content strategy becomes a product all of itself. That YouTube channel becomes a very valuable product, and as you say, it becomes an acquisition channel, but it's actually something completely different. So can you just jump?
Because even YouTube is anybody that knows YouTube would say that you're setting yourself up for failure if one of your KPIs for your YouTube channel is driving referrals to your own website, right? Because the whole YouTube experience is not one that's really, it's one that's sort of designed to keep people in YouTube as opposed to get them out. But what we do find is that people that we are able to get to our platform from YouTube convert at a higher percentage of trials than anybody else on the other channel. Certainly, we go big on the number of social channels, both organic and paid activity. But our conversion rate is a lot higher through YouTube because of engaged with the high-value content in a manner that is used. So, happy to try and take the oxygen out of that space, but also to explore it further with some more scale and some high-quality content.
Yeah, no, that's a good strategy. I think there is a lot of fear that if you can't literally create a click path for somebody to become a customer, then they don't become a customer. But I think that's it's kind of underselling what that person is capable of. If they come and watch a 10-minute video produced by you guys and it says made by Xero, and then they watch another one, and then they watch another one, and then they watch something else, and da-da-da. I mean, it's not hard for them to just type in Xero.com and just end up with...
Marketers always think about attribution, right?
Yeah.
Like, attribution models are fraught for inbound content, because then you have to have, multi-touch attribution model to understand, what percentage you can attribute to the video that you made. I mean, that's a really linear kind of dumbass way of looking at it when you look at the way that, content is distributed now, right? And there's this distributed model. And they're going to get, my YouTube stuff, but they're also going to get other stuff through our Facebook channel. They're also going to get other stuff on blogs. They're going to see they're engaged with content on our PR, and on our PR as a result of our PR activity. So that whole distributed model of people engage with content, where they engage with it in the all plays a role. Certainly you can attract that, but if you're right now trying to split hairs on direct attribution for the video and what percentage of that you can attribute to your video, therefore how much budget you should have to play with on the production of your videos, that's just right now that's a silly game to play out.
Yeah.
Cut off some dough, go big or go home. Really invest in creating what you think are going to be some really great ideas, some really great creative, so that when you do go to spend your money, because understand that you do have to spend money to get engagement, right? You do have to spend money. And think that you can do it organically. Just lump it, man. Just understand that you have to spend money to get optimal engagement, distribution of your content, so that when you do spend money, that creative becomes a multiplier, and that it's not this cost that you're trying to get incremental gains or recover back inside of whatever drops out the bottom of the funnel. Because the thing that I hate about the funnel is like that, right? Funnel sucks for that. I hate the funnel. Pouring everything out the top and shit drops out the bottom. I want my funnel to look like this.
Yeah.
Creative, right? The creative is the point of that funnel, and it's the point where those ideas and that sweet spot meet. Then that's what should happen. Like that's what we're gonna hope. As content creators, I think they're like, stop doing freaking advertising and I hate the term viral, but at least come up with an idea that has some viral intent, so that you're executing. Just have it as part of your consideration to do something that has some viral potential. Don't get around saying this is my viral video because people just laugh in your face.
I know, that's illegal. That term is illegal now. Thanks, Pat. What a great interview. The whole interview is over 40 minutes, and I think we're going to link it below. You think, is it linked below?
We can link it below.
Okay, we'll link it below. Pat's a great guy. He just knows so much. And there's just a little edit down. So much value. So watch the whole thing. And this is the end of episode 1. You made it. You made it to the end of episode 1. Again, so sorry for audio quality problems, but that is the whole thing of starting as soon as you can. You get a few things wrong. Next episode 2, coming out tomorrow, is going to be, you see all these people out here? They're horrendously busy because we've got something huge coming out this week. And I will give you a little bit of information tomorrow. And also we interview a power company that went from 1 video a year to 12 videos a month. See you tomorrow. Also, just before you go, don't forget to click subscribe, otherwise you won't know that there's another episode coming. And write your notes below. For God's sake, write your notes. Tell us what's going on. Give us some thoughts.